Grande Royals, and welcome to Rock Truth Radio. I am your amazing host, Mary SelenaKay, and we thank you for joining us as we rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth before your very eyes is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. Today we have amazing guests on our show. Of course, our reoccurring guest, none other than Miss Rachael L. Gary. And then we have an amazing guest who is an advocate in our community. I will introduce her in just a second. This entire month of April will be dedicated to just awareness, things that are going on in our community, and places where you can seek resources or help. So first, let me bring to the forefront Miss Rachael L. Gary, who has gems to drop today. What's going on, Queen?
Hello there. Hello,
Hello,
hello. Mary
hello.
Kay. How are
Yes.
you?
Ah, man. Life is yay.
Hey, first off, we are first growing today, and we have an understanding that life is lifing, and the good thing about it is that we're able to breathe through that life. So we as living intended lives that God has bestowed upon us. So
Yes,
I think
yes.
we all live in the best version every day.
I agree. Every day is improvement. And so, yep, even 2 seconds ago, I'm grander than that. So, yeah, okay.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So today
Yes.
I wanted to
Come
just come
on.
in, and I gotta drop some CEO truth on us
Come
today,
on, do it.
and
Do it.
so I'm a pick up from where I left off last month when
Hmm.
we were talking about Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
And today, what I'm going to talk about is the 600 lots that have become available in the Chicagoland
My
area.
Lord. My Lord.
And now, we always have conversations about we want to build the block. We want to own the block. We
Hmm.
want to have the stores in the block.
Hmm.
Now is the opportunity,
Come on.
CEOs.
Come
And
on.
y'all know CEOs are. Let me just make sure that I check back in with you guys and tell you what CEO is. It's that one that's clear in your actions,
Hmm.
empowered by your choices, and
Hmm.
owning your direction.
Yes.
And today I'm going to drop how to utilize this program to buy back the block a successful way and make it happen. We have 45 days, people. So if you're talking about buying back the block, now's the time. But we're not going to buy back the block in chaos. We're
Come
going
on.
to buy back the block with a strategy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's dive into my 5 component strategy. So the 5 components, I came up with a document that is free to everybody. You can go to my website www.sayiampossible.com and get a copy of the strategy to be able to buy back the block. However, I want you to pause for a minute
Uh-huh.
because without these 5 components, the document itself will be useless.
Okay.
So you need 5 good things. You need one, someone who has scouted out a neighborhood. We're not going back and we're not going out there and just randomly picking. Pick
Yeah.
a neighborhood, pick an area, and scout out the lots that you want.
Yeah.
And then we're going to utilize the city website to make sure those lots are actually available.
Yeah.
That's step one. Because in chaos, we cannot win, CEOs. In clarity, we can win.
Come on.
So 600, there's 600 lots out there. Those 600 lots, I have different purposes. So it could be for development. They can be for low income. They can be for gardens. They can be for neighborhood activity lots. There are different purposes for each lot. Now the city determined that ahead of time, but that doesn't mean that you cannot rezone that lot once you own it.
Hmm.
So that's what the zoning is for the lot today. But once you get the lot, you can go back and get your paperwork together for rezoning.
Okay.
But the first step pick a neighborhood. So if you say you're picking Inglewood, you pick the lots in Inglewood. If you say you're picking the Woodline, you pick the lots in Woodline. Get the plan together. And the second thing is you need 5 team members. Now, guys, I know that a lot of us say that I can do it all. I have the capability. But if you want to successfully make this happen, you cannot do it all.
Come on.
The first person you need is someone who can take care of the documents.
Hmm.
All the documents the city is going to ask you for, because they're not just going to ask you for your the monetary. They're going to ask you for where these lots are. They're going to ask you for who lives next door to those lots. What information? Why should they give the lots to you in your community?
Uh-huh.
So that just gives you information that you should pick in your community first.
Yeah,
That just
yeah,
gives
yeah.
listen, pick in
Makes
your
sense.
community first.
Makes sense.
And the second person you need, somebody with the cha-ching ching. You need somebody who has the money, because they're going to want certified checks. They're going to want, even though they do provide up to $150,000 for the development loans on this, however, you're going to need some money. So you need somebody on your team who has some money.
Yes.
Up, I skipped a step, guys. First, we need to create an LLC for this development project. The 5 people that you're going to have, each of you guys are going to split the LLC
Hmm.
20% apiece. That means all of you have skin in the game and all of you are responsible, and
I love
nobody can
that.
cut anybody else out. Even though you should always get around people you trust, but hey, we're just keeping this 100 each other.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Go for it.
Um, the third person, you need a developer.
Developer.
Somebody that registered in Chicago. They can't be registered outside of Chicago. They must be registered in Chicago.
Okay.
Fourth person you need is a legal person. You
Legal.
need someone who can pull those titles, pull the documentation that is needed to determine if this lot is a legal lot that the city is going to sell, and that no one else owns any rights to that lot.
Okay.
You're going to need that legal person. And finally, you're going to need the person who does all the running around.
So you need a
You,
runner. Uh-huh.
you're going to need a runner. You're going to need these things. Those 5 components, if you have those 5 people, that person who has money
Okay.
has to have over a $500,000 to lend. So this is not little money we're talking about, CEOs. We're talking about big money, big projects, and making a difference.
Yeah.
So as far as the person with the money, I'm going to give like a couple of pieces of information. There are hard money lenders out there, black hard money lenders, guys. I'm just speaking. Remember, this is Rock Truth. We're not talking about just rocking out. We're talking about Rock Truth here.
Come on
Truth.
now.
There are black lenders out there. There are black developers. There's a lender who I'm going to throw her name out there. Her name is Yolanda Jeffries. She's
Okay.
a real. She owns her own brokerage. She's a lender. She also does documents. Now, even though she does those 3 things, you only want her for one, because you don't need someone who has three hats in
Okay.
this 45-day process. You need everyone wearing their hats and doing their job well. So this is not for the confused, not for the people who do not stick to a plan. This 600 lot buy back the block project is for the person who's ready to execute.
Let's go.
So get those 5 people together. Go to my website. The document is in there. It's on the free downloads. It says 600 lots. Get the document. The document gives you all of the quick steps that you need to make it happen. I'm a real estate investor myself. I have chosen Pullum, and I'm pulling my team. I pulled my team together already. I've
Yeah.
already created my LLC. So, guys, I'm not telling you about anything that I'm not doing myself. Now, I'm not saying that you all will be successful, but we have a better opportunity to buy back the block if we are living in clarity. We're moving with being concise,
Hmm.
and that we're moving in unison. You want to buy back the block? That's how you do it. That's the CEO truth for the day.
Come on, Queen. Come on. Yes. I love that. I love that. I made sure that I put those notes inside of the comments for Facebook. Definitely just, imperative information. Like you said, okay, it's enough to say
Yeah,
something, but it's time to take action. If you really talking about doing what
exactly.
you're saying and recreating the community, even with kingdom building, this is a way to do it. You know what I mean? To
Correct.
successful. So,
And they opened up the list on the 1st of April. I
uh-huh.
dropped the information on the second because the second I saw it, I started putting together a plan. Guys, the reason why I'm talking to you guys right now is because we always are having conversations. I don't want us to wait until it's too late to come up with a plan. So even let's say that you don't get your plan together now. This lets you know to be prepared for the next time.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can always go to the city site and find out when they release those lots. But
yeah.
right now there's 600 lots.
Wow.
Let's start buying back the block and start building our community
Yes.
one lot at a time.
I love it. I can dig it, Queen. Thank you so much for everything. Can you please give us all of those social platforms that we can find you on?
Absolutely. You can find me anywhere at Rachael L. Gary on any social media platform. If you want to know more about anything that I offer, you can go to www.sayiampossible.com. One more time, that is www.sayiampossible.com. And until next month, when I'm right here on Rock Truth with a luxurious, very talented Mary SelenaKay,
I
I
love
want you
it.
guys as CEOs to be up, out,
Ah,
and moving to
come on.
the greatness we all know lies within who? You. See y'all next
Yes.
month, right here.
Yes. We love you. Thank you so much for bringing us
You're
that
so welcome.
rock true awareness, leadership, and truth. Queen, we will see you next month. Have an amazing
Next
day.
month. Have
Yes.
a amazing day on purpose.
Yes. You too. Many blessings.
Bye.
All right, guys. So yeah. All the information that she talked about, you can go ahead and rewind this, as well as just look into the comments. I dropped them there, a few nuggets, so that you can have a synopsis of what it is that she was talking about, and get those directives that she's telling you to do. If you're really talking about taking action, she's showing you how to do it, and she's not only telling you what to do, she's doing it herself. So again, we always know what. We always know who, but we struggle with the how. And speaking of which, I have the grand pleasure. I've been wanting her on this show for quite some time. When I first met her a while ago, doing what it is that we do as far as community advocacy, I just knew it was just like, whoa, like this woman is more than a Jane of all trades. She's really out here in the community making the difference, not a difference, but making the difference, and then also being the difference in so many people's lives that you don't even have a clue. She's touching places and hands and people that you couldn't even fathom. And so I wanted to bring her on this show to bring about awareness and things that are happening in our community, and then also to show that there are resources out here if you are in need, or you are in a position where help is warranted. So it's okay. It's okay. This is what we're here for. You employ us when you are in need. So there's no point to be shamed. And it is people like us that show our faces, and we don't mistreat you or look down upon you, or make you feel any type of way because you're in need. I know a lot of times when people are in need, they go to certain places and they're treated like crap. And this is further from that place. And so let me bring you to the forefront, none other than Miss Erin. Hey, boo, hey, how are you?
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, she is such a Lucy. I love it. She is such a Lucy. She is the cutest ever. How you been, sis?
Good, doing good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Grand, grand. So let's just jump it right on off. I already have M.A.K.S as a logo that's above you right now. Introduce yourself to everyone, and then tell us about your role and position, and even the organization that is M.A.K.S.
Well, my name is Erin, and I'm with M.A.K.S Making a Kid Smile, and M.A.K.S is located in Northwest Indiana. We have an actual storefront in Burns Harbor. We just moved actually to a new. I don't know if I told you that, Mary. We moved. But we serve any children that are involved with DCS, or children that are in the foster care system, or children that are placed maybe with a family member in a kinship placement, or we also serve children that, or for prevention too. So if there's a case that's opened up with the Department of Child Services and they're not necessarily going to remove the child, but they're trying to get some resources for that family to help them, we will help those families as well, the children, those children. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that is what we do. We provide anything from car seats to beds to clothing, trying to think, all kinds of things, socks, underwear, hygiene items, all the
Yeah.
things that children need.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
so
how
that
did
is,
no, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
yeah, that's what M.A.K.S is. I'm the store manager, and then I'm also on the board. Um, and our president, her name is Morgan, and our vice president, her name is Elizabeth. And Morgan actually started M.A.K.S out of a closet in her home.
Whoa.
And she was a foster parent, and she just saw this need that the Department of Child Services was bringing children to her that they didn't have anything with them other than just the clothes on their backs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how she started it. And she reached out to her family and friends, and her a family and friends started bringing her clothing for the kids, and she just started kind of collecting things, and then it just grew,
Yeah.
and yeah, so that's how it began, was with Morgan, our president. But now we have an actual store, and I think M.A.K.S has been around for like 8 years now.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah, and so we got a storefront. I want to say 4 years ago.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, how did you get started? How did you get involved with Max?
Well, I actually have known Morgan for a long time, but I became a foster mom
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
about 7 years ago now.
Mhm.
That's a long time. I can't believe it's been that long. And then I had some children placed with me, and they didn't come with anything, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, what do I do? I had prepared, like, I had beds already. I had my house set up with beds because I became a licensed foster parent, but I had a crib already, and I had like a twin bed, or a twin bed. But um I had children placed with me, and they didn't come with any clothing or anything, and I was like, what do I do? So
Yeah.
I reached out to Morgan, and she helped me. And I was like, after that, I was like, I want to be involved with M.A.K.S. Like, I
Yeah.
want to help. I want to do this with you. So I guess I was joke because I made her take me on. I'm like, you need me. So
Yes,
so
yes, yes, and she do, and did, and she does, and you just add this element to the program, like just even with in foster care. Let's grow back. How did you get into foster care? What made you desire to, become a foster parent? Because this isn't something that everybody can do. A lot of people, even doing home-based casework and visits and things like that. At first, when I
Mhm.
started, I was like, oh yeah, anybody could do this. You could just and then I grew to understand that we're actually making decisions that impact and affect not only our lives, not only their lives, but generations to come, because these children have children and families. And so the ideas that we represent to them, or how we treat them, or how all of those things will now have an impact and affect on the next generation, on their children, or different households, because they have neighbors or they go to school. And so no one can just do this. It takes a
Mhm.
particular heart, and you definitely have that. So how did you get into foster care?
Thank you. Well, I was always, I mean, since I was little, I was always interested. Like, one of my like dreams was, I was like, I wanted to like take care of all the, I wanted to have like take care of all the children that didn't have families, and I was adopted myself. So I think that's why I was, always had
Wow.
that in me. But and so then about 10 years ago, or 11 years ago now, I don't, or no, 10, I don't know, it's been a long time. I became a CASA, which is a court appointed special advocate. So I did that for 4 years.
Mhm.
And so that's when you go in the courtroom, and you speak up for the children that are in foster care,
Yeah.
and you communicate how they're doing in their foster homes or wherever they're placed, if they're placed with a relative. And then you talk to the judge on behalf of the children, because children really are not allowed to go into the courtroom in Indiana until they're, I think, 13 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the earliest. So you're the voice of the child. So that's how I started. Um, and then I saw, and while I was doing that, I saw a need for like good foster homes, and I was like, I want to do that now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes.
No, that's absolutely amazing. And then to have such a supportive husband. I love the picture in the background. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. Yes. Hello, King. But to have such a supportive husband to get behind you on this venture and this journey, and then you, like I said, it's the love that you provide. It's not mediocre. It's not just, it's full. It's all of you, and you're really an advocate for the children. You're not just doing stuff on a 9 to 5 schedule. This is like, no, even if this child is no longer in my home, I'm an advocate. I'm still present for you. Like you said, it's always been in you. It's always been a passion for you. But what takes you past the foster care placement point where you could stop, but you keep going? What drives you?
Hmm. Wow. um, I guess just to like, I mean, I don't know. I can't even imagine not doing it now, but I will say that I had one of my previous placements who is about to be 18. He
Hmm.
contacted me and he sent, it was like, it was like five of the best moments of his life he sent to me, and one of the moments was when we took him and his brother to a place down, I don't know how to say it, Paoli, Indiana, I think is how you
Okay.
say it. I'm not sure. But anyway, we bathed an elephant, and like as a family, like we did it
Yeah.
together, and he said that was one of the top five moments of his life. And that was like with us, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Like that, just that's so like rewarding for me
Yeah.
to know that, that he had, because I just like hope to make, while these children are displaced from their families, like their life a little better, because I know it's so awful
Yeah.
probably for them to
Yeah.
be separated. So the fact that like he thought that one of the top moments in his life was when we did that together, it meant like the world to me. So things like that definitely keep me going
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Just
Mm.
with you mentioning that you yourself was in the foster care system, what Rock True advice would you have for foster children? Whether it was something you wish that someone said to you or you learned along the way, but what's a key principle that you would pass to a foster child currently in the system?
Hmm. Wow. um no, maybe just, I guess I would say, while you're staying with your, like, especially if you're with a foster family that you don't know and there's complete strangers to you, um give them a chance, because they're trying to, at least
Yeah.
most of most of the ones I know are good,
Yeah.
um and that we're all human, and even us adults, that we like, I know what I, as a kid, thought all the adults in my life had it all together, and
Mhm.
now I'm like, no, we don't have it anymore.
No.
you know no, so I don't know. I guess I would just say give them a chance, because I think it's so hard. Like I've learned
Yeah.
being a foster mom, it's so hard for the older kiddos to like open up and stuff. But man, when they open up, it's so awesome, and
Yeah.
like, so yeah.
I love that. I love that because you're absolutely right. Like, especially some that, are placed and replaced in different places depending on circumstances. I know it's extremely traumatic,
Mhm.
because of the fact that stability is so imperative in a child's life. And so I love that because it's hope. It's like, hey, yeah, I know this is awkward, and yeah, this may not be ideal, but give someone a chance because hey, they're giving you a chance.
Mhm.
So like you said, once you open up, it's kind of like a flower blooming, and it's beautiful. It's
It
beautiful.
really is, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, Queen, let me see. I know that I had one more question, but first I'm gonna go ahead and let you. Where can we find you guys? I know you said you guys are located in Burns Harbor now. What's the address? Where can they find you? And what's that reasoning behind again for them to locate or seek you guys out for service?
So we are located in Burns Harbor. We're right on the corner of 20 and Salt Creek Road. So our address is 1147 Salt Creek Road, and that we're in Unit D because there's four different buildings right there. But we're the building that's closest to US 20, and um, we we have a store there, and anybody that, well, DCS can access our store 24/7. So if they are, moving a child at any hour, in the middle of the night, they can stop by on the way, grab them some clothing and a bag, and some hygiene items, and um, any necessities they might need.
Yeah.
And so they're able to get into the building anytime, and they just via a keyless entry
Oh wow.
system. And yeah, and then if you're a kinship or a relative placement, or a foster family, we just make appointments to for you to come shop. We say shop, but it's all free. So obviously it doesn't cost any money. And then we're going to, since we just moved in, we're going to have an actual like shed outside where people can donate belongings
Yeah.
outside. We just don't have the shed installed yet because we were waiting for someone's donating the shed, like their own shed from their yard. So we have to like go and remove it. And we don't want to tear up their yard with all the rain that we've been having. So
Hmm.
we want to wait until the weather just kind of chills a little bit so we can get on their yard and not do any damage.
Yeah.
But then we're going to move it into the parking lot there. So anybody who wants to donate anything can donate anytime at their convenience in that shed. Right
Okay.
now, like basically they have to bring it while I'm there or one of our volunteers are there. But after we get that donation shed installed, they can drop off at any time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely thoughtful. Like just even, with the keyless entry idea, because a
Mhm.
lot of stuff pop off in the middle of the night. And so it's like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
what do I have? Nothing. I have to, do this removal. And it's so grand to just be able to, toot, 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 boom, let me grab this real quick, sign it out and just kind of like move or grow. And so that's amazing, Queen. And now I know exactly what that question was going to be. Now to foster parents, potential foster parents. So people
Mhm.
who potentially desire to get into the field that you're in as a foster parent, what advice do you have for them? And then, what advice or words of encouragement do you have for current foster parents?
I say for the ones that are wanting to get into it, I say go for it because I just think I just think it's such an amazing I just it's awesome. I'm not going to say that there won't be hard times, because there will be, but I will tell you that all of the great times, the amazing moments, the times that you do make that connection with that child far outweighs any negative experience you might have, and it's so worth it. And my piece of advice would to be go all in. And I I don't like when people are like, I don't want to get too attached, or I'm
Hmm.
like basically they're putting up a wall. Like, no. No, those kids don't deserve a wall. They deserve love. Like they deserve full love. You go all in because we're adults and like we can handle it. Like when if they leave and go, and we don't see them again, like we have our adult coping skills, but those are children. So
Yeah.
go all in. You put your heart in that because those children deserve it.
Yeah.
So, you
Yeah. I
know,
love that. I love that. And foster parents, what words of encouragement would you have for current foster parents to keep growing?
I say don't give up because I think that I read or I learned in a class that most foster parents quit within the first year,
Hmm.
or there's like a certain percentage and it's a high percentage. And I just say don't give up. That first placement is I think, or the first long term placement that probably is going to be the one and somebody told me that. Actually, Morgan told me that. She said that was the one that was going to hurt me a lot. She's like, that was going to be hard for you. And I was like, yeah, it's true. It was true. But and I just mean like, like that whole getting attached thing, of course, like,
Yeah.
you get attached, but those kids deserve it. Like, so, and it's amazing. Like you want to go
Yeah.
on and give them your all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
So,
seems like, a lot of things. I mean, just with things in general, we may have certain expectations or the wrong idea. I always, stem things to having the wrong idea. And so when you go in with the wrong idea or you go in with a particular expectation, especially thinking that a situation is going to be perfect, yeah, you kind of killed that moment. And so you kind of grow in just understanding that, hey, we're in the people business. We're dealing with people, fallen, depraved people just like ourselves. And so those same mercies and graces and love and compassion and joys and all of that we also need is to be extended to them in the same measure that was, extended by God to you. And so I'm with you. Grow all in. With casework, it's the same. I learned that my light switch for casework is I don't own the problem, and it's true. I don't own the problem, but it is difficult to detach. But being in the field as long as I have, it's becoming a lot more easier. The transition process, I noticed that God provides it. He'll provide moments of transition when it's like, okay, you're starting to see less and less for a reason. Very rare is it like just a stop, but you'll get like signs where it's less and less, and it's easier to kind of like, wean off of a person because I mean, like you fall in love. I mean, it's like they're people and they're in need and you can help them. And then, like you said, like you can go from having a teenager with the world's worst attitude to now, that teenager has conformed or that teenager has now, said, you know what, I love you. I really don't even want to go. I really want to stay because I
mhm,
love you. And another part of that too, like they're rebelling and they're rebelling from the structure that's necessary, the discipline and the order. And then once they have it, they learn to appreciate it. And they like, I don't want to go back to chaos. I like, I like having discipline.
mhm.
Please discipline me. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yo, kudos to everything that you've been doing, everything that you've said today. I dig it. I really love it, and I just pray that these words are, spread to others because you're right. You're absolutely right. Don't give up. Go all in because a person is deserving of you. I know one thing people they'll always say is they don't want to be used. And it's kind of crazy because you're here to be used, not abnormally used, not abused, but
Right.
used. You have a whole cell phone. If you're not using this cell phone to the full capacity and you've paid all this money for it, you're crazy. Not
Mhm.
so me, I'm supposed to use you when you're in my life. I'm not supposed to
Right.
abuse you, but I'm supposed to use you. So yeah, come on, like give it all you got and note that, when the time comes for separation pangs, like you said, we're adults. We know how to
Mhm.
handle that. So give it.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. Well,
Right.
thank you so much for being on our show. I always ask everybody if today was it, what is your skeletal remains? what is it that you want the world to remember regarding you? What is the message that you totally represent here when it's all said and done, Miss Erin?
Wow. Wow, Mary, you've got these big questions for me today.
This is my truth. We go for the bottom. We be like, deep,
Yeah.
get all that.
Okay. I mean, I guess I just like want to leave the world, like the people in my life that I have close relationships with. I hope that I've left, like, I want to leave it better, I guess, than,
Yeah,
I want to do good. I want to have, like, I want to fulfill my purpose. And I pray that I'm doing that.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. I tell you what, I would definitely say, well done. You're doing well. You're doing well. The good, bad, and the indifferent. He takes that and he makes it all good, all God. And so, just my assessment of you as a person, and really your heart and your mind and your character. Well done, Queen. Well
Thanks. Thanks.
Yes. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining us as we rock truth are absolutely nothing at all. If you are in need of any resources, she's gone ahead and laid it out what those parameters and requirements are for you. And the community that they serve, reach out to her, reach out to them. Thank you. What was your founder's name again? I want to definitely.
Oh, our founder, Morgan Bradley. She is our
Morgan.
president. Yeah, yeah. And
Shout out to
you
you.
can also access our website. It's www.maxkids.org.
Yes.
And you can reach out. Anyone can reach out on the website. And we also have a gala coming up in
Uh-huh.
October 23rd. So if there are any like businesses that are interested in doing sponsorships, like we have sponsorship opportunities with that. And we serve, just so you know, we serve all over. Actually, we serve
Okay.
Lake County. I mean, mostly Lake County, Porter County, LaPorte County. But now that like the region has been opened up, we're going like as far down as close to Indy. We're in Marshall County now, or we're in South Bend area. Yeah, we're all over now. So like 20
Yeah.
counties. Yeah.
In large territories. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it because you're necessary, and man, shout out again to you, Miss Morgan. You just took one idea, something so simple, and people think that it's something that you got to just overthink and just no. You're just like, yo, if I'm needing this, I wonder who else does. And then it's like you have
Mhm.
so many other, families that have extra stuff from the baby. They're not having other babies. They're looking like, what do I do with this stuff? Sometimes
Right.
you'll go along driving and you'll see like in the trash area, and it's like this is for free, and this baby. So it's like to have a place to just exchange and fair exchange different items. Like my child is now grown up, and so I now need 3 teas, and here you go. You can take all of the tubs and all the things. It's just it's such a remarkable idea, and then yeah, you were grand when you allowed Queen to come on board and just grace you guys. Yeah. Because your personality pop too. So it ain't just Uh, so just having you on board, and again, thank you again. This is such an honor to have you here, and continue, please, the work that is necessary for the kingdom, but just in the communities that you guys are now currently serving. And I just pray God continues to enlarge your territories. I pray God sends you the children that are necessary for you to help maturate and build up, edify, and grow. And they receive the love that only you, through God, can give. So thank you again, Miss Erin. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Have an amazing day. All right, guys, we out of here. Peace. Woo.
Live band, live mics, whole room feeling like flight. All the stars, hearts bleed. Every story planting seeds. Rock true, keep it raw. We ain't trimming down the truth at all. Radio, streets. It's that history on repeat. Say RMF. Say SelenaKay. From the shot to the state line. We gon' celebrate all day. Say RockTrue. Let the whole world see. It's the Black Renaissance and it's happening on TV.
And they know it's countdown. Turn that culture up right now. Trap soul bump in the background. Black Renaissance in the house. And they know it's countdown. Where the real ones show out. If you came to feel free, better stand on that seat and shout.
Yeah, live audience, lights up, yeah, interviews, yeah, time's up. If you're ready for the show, you know what the whole Midwest know. In the noise, countdown, we on now.